Hey guys, and welcome back to ARKSurvivalEvolved. So today we're going to talk about the creature submission finalist, and we have a couple of them. I think mainly 10 of them that are going through, and these are our finalists right now. So at number one with the views, I haven't checked the vote because we're going to do another video once that announces a winner and stuff as to how much votes did it get and stuff like that. But first we have the giant hermit crab. So this crab is basically gonna be kind of like your tank. It has various kinds of shell kind of thingy made of, I guess, stone, there's metal, there's obsidian, I guess this is biotoxin, and then we also have a crystal, wherein each of them have their own kind of special abilities. Like for example, the crystal has a great knockback and stuff like that, but it also has different kinds of attacks. Like it can hide in its shell for a major defense boost. It has slam attacks with its shell and also has a launch attack. This creature looks like freaking amazing to have to be safe because it also has immunity from like being grabbed by anything. For example, like a Carcinos grabbing you or a Baryonyx grabbing you or a raptor just jumping on you, because that is what it's immune to. And also when this thing takes a heavy amount of damage, it explodes. Yeah, so this is going to be the first one because we have around 22,000 views for this. And then we have second is the Shastosaurus, the giant marine reptile leviathan with submarine saddle. So this guy is kind of your biggest fish in the ocean. It's kind of like the relative of the Ichthyosaurus, and it has different saddles, stuff like a normal saddle, I think a turret saddle for like having ballistas and stuff on it, and then it also has this saddle which has a kind of a base like structure where you can keep your tames and stuff. But yeah, that's one of the second. I'm just gonna brush through what are there. I'm not gonna tell much of the abilities until uh, we have a proper concrete finalist who's gonna win, and we can go deep dive into who's actually selected and make a proper video on that team. Then we have the Notosaurus Ludicus, the boiling sea lizard of the center. Basically, this guy is a bioluminescent creature and has many cool ideas like bioluminescent dyes and stuff, it really sounds amazing, but I'm not sure if it is gonna make kind of into the cut. It's a pack buff. It has a pack buff kind of a thing. It's more like a support dino. It also has like an immortal fish basket in its mouth and stuff, making it kind of a useful creature. Then we have the deploying speed demon. So this guy is basically everything to do with being fast, like the fastest dino in ARK. It's called the Myrasinonyx. Hope I didn't butcher that name. So it's mainly focused on speed, and it can get spark powder out of stones, stuff like that. If you see here, standard style default mode, then we have hazard deployment where it can basically escape traps, I guess. It's like way fast traps to render. It can leave a freaking spark trail, so it's something like Ghost Rider and the shit. It can have an automation to go around trees and stuff, or similar. If he also said if Wildcard can't do it, then something like Androsuchus where he just breaks everything, and critical head and stuff like that. Also, it has like a tech kind of a saddle which can leave Tron like walls when it's running. So pretty interesting take on this, but we'll see if it makes the cut. Then we have the killer whale, which is basically an orca, but it's I'm not really sold on this one. It's cool and all, but it's seen among ARK's shallow waters. I mean shallow waters, sometimes even called the wolves of the sea, which is very accurate. So if you ask me, thanks to the orca's intelligence speed, it's an excellent hunter and definitely an apex predator. Let's see, I'm not sure if it's gonna make a cut. It has different abilities, like it's the aquatic nanny, similar to the Maywing, It has XP sharing, it's good at hunting, ambush, it has echolocation. Many of the creatures on this list has echolocation. Even the Shastosaurus I think has the echolocation. And it has an immobilizing sound and other stuff. I'll leave the link down below so you can just go through the dossier. As I said, I'm just going to focus on what has made the top 10 finalists. So after this, we have the giant lobster medic, another creature which is based on medical thing, but this guy has a unique ability where it can stack up to 3 bars of healing, and then it can latch on to a single target and basically fuel it up. And apparently there's going to be 2 types of this creature. One is going to be a dark blue lobster, which is rare I guess, which has even more healing. And you can see some of the pictures here and there's stuff like that. This is the blue one that I was talking about. And yeah, let's go on to the next one. So we have the giant freaking shark called the Savotus. I hope I didn't butcher that name. This one is kind of an interesting one. So this is going to be kind of like your Deodon of the seas basically. It has a healing pulse and it depends on what you basically feed it. So it has to start with raw meat, which gives you approximately like 200 health points per second, and it goes all the way up to prime fish meat, which gives you up to a staggering 550 health per second. It has a grab attack and stuff for like smaller creatures. It has a freaking tail whip that can just launch you. It has a latch abilities for the large dinosaurs, and it has something that does damage boost for nearby dinosaurs. So it's more like a support dino than an aggressive or something like the Megalodon. And it also has an interesting taming method. I don't know if wildcard may include it if this gets selected. So basically like the Noglin, you have to sacrifice one of your large creatures and fill it with something like something called a chum bucket with narcotics. It has to be tainted onto your creature, I'm supposing, and when it grabs onto you, because it latches onto large creatures, its gills will be filled with the narcotics and it gets knocked out, and then you just feed it its preferred food and tame it. Then going further, we have the Bajatosaurus. I am not sure how that is. So this is kind of like the armor grouse. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. It has a spike thing similar to it, but it has different kind of abilities, like it can scare off prey and stuff like that by opening all those thingies. And it has like a bellowing effect. So I'm not sure how this is going to play, but if you want to read what all abilities it has, everything will be here. I'll be putting it down in the link, but I'm not sure if this is going to make the cut. I hope it does, but I'm preferring more towards a sea creature in center. But yeah, let's see the next one. So we have the giant flying fish, which can basically leap out of water. It is fast, and it has different abilities, like there's a invisible kind of thing where it can escape stuff like the annoying Cinderellas and stuff. Sorry if I'm butchering the names. I'm not really used to the names. And like the two says grabbing and stuff like that. It has a bunch of abilities that you can just go through. So it has gliding, swimming, stuff like that. On to the next one, we have the Hatzogopteryx, the island hopping pterosaur. Is there no image for this guy? I'm really just going to it first time. Oh, this is the giant Colossus. So basically this guy has various abilities. It's supposed to be the largest fly and the fastest flyer, faster than even a wyvern. It has different things like a Tyrannosaurus roar where it scares prey when you're taming something, which is kind of effective. And then it also has an ability where you whistle it, will come flying down, pick you and put in the back. It is very intricate, but hopefully, I mean, if it works out by wildcard, I'm all in for it. And that's basically about all the top 10 creatures that we have so far. But stay tuned for the in-depth video which I'm gonna make on the creature that wins it. I will make a proper video on that. But this is just a short video on the top 10 finalists, just to keep you aware as to who all have made the cut. But let's see how it goes, and till then, ARKSurvivalEvolved signing off. I'll see you all in the next one.